Hello, my name's Mike Davey. I'm the ward councillor for Petersfield in Cambridge, and I'm also the executive councillor for finance and resources. And together with Lewis Herbert, the leader of the council, we're going to outline the main issues that emerge from the budget that we've just set. This year has been perhaps the most difficult of all years to set a budget for the future. We've tried to manage the finances for the city in the midst of the pandemic and all the implications that flow from that. The costs to the city council have been roughly £16 million, of which we've received only £8 million from central government. And although that figure has changed over the course of 12 months and may change again in the coming months, nonetheless, it's created an atmosphere of uncertainty, and trying to manage the budget in that uncertainty is very difficult. But nonetheless, we believe the budget we've set still meets the needs of the residents of Cambridge, and we believe offer a prudent and sensible way forward. So our three priorities will be tackling poverty, tackling climate change, and transforming the council and delivering important services.
Hello, I'm Lewis Herbert. I'm leader of the City Council, and at the heart of our budget, we want to continue tackling poverty in Cambridge and also tackling climate change, the two emergencies that we really have as a city. And on both of them, we can't achieve anything unless we do it together with residents, with businesses and other organisations. We've got some stunning voluntary organisations, which is why we funded them to the tune of £1.7 million. We want to continue the work next year that we've had during the pandemic to help people in real need, isolated, vulnerable, people in food poverty. 113 tonnes of food has been reused. 3,000 people were helped just at Christmas. And we've been able to take 240 rough sleepers off the streets of Cambridge, and we're building new homes for them, including 16 already underway. So we've not been able to do that without your help so far, but with 2,100 people now on universal credit, more compared to a year ago, that problem isn't going away anytime soon. So please, continue to be generous. Give to the 8 food hubs and the food bank. The council is also continuing its council tax reduction scheme for everybody on universal credit, and we're well on our way on affordable housing to building 540 council homes. The second emergency the council's facing in this budget is to tackle climate change. The City Council is responsible for about 1% of the emissions in the city. And our job is to switch to electric vehicles, to find different ways of running services so that we can effectively reduce our carbon emissions so that we are able to be net zero. So in 2021, we will be adopting a long-term climate change strategy. And the aim there is to involve businesses, involve you as residents, because everyone has to change our behaviours if we're to achieve net zero emissions. And that is really vital for our community, but also for the planet. And so together, we can tackle this climate emergency, but we can only reduce those emissions if everyone plays their part.
As Lewis has said, in addition to tackling poverty and climate change, we have a third priority in our budget this year, and that is transforming how the council works. We've had to face the challenge created by the pandemic, and it's likely to be exacerbated by Brexit. As a city council, that requires us to look very closely at what we do and how we do it. As such, we've instigated an ambitious transformation programme which will start to look at all the ways the services are operating within the City Council. That includes about how we operate and why we operate. But the key, and I think it's important to stress, the key element to this transformation is to improve the services the city offers to the residents of Cambridge. So there you have it. I hope that's helped you to see what the issues we've faced are, the challenges the City Council face of the last year. and also how we'd like to address those challenges and how to take things forward in the future. We'll maintain our three priorities, namely to tackle poverty, to tackle climate change, and to deliver quality services to the people of the City of Cambridge. We believe that the City has demonstrated, the City Council's demonstrated public sector values at its very best during the pandemic. We've been able to work closely with communities, we've been able to work to assist people through the most difficult of times. We therefore are grateful for your support, and we want to just reiterate our promise to you to make Cambridge one city, fair for all. If you'd like to know more about how the City Council works or our finances, please visit our website. Thank you very much for your time.